And welcome back. This skate park in Wauwatosa is literally a dream come true. It began a few years ago as an idea of some neighborhood boys. There are plenty of baseball fields and basketball courts around, but no skate park.
So they began a grassroots effort to start this Tosa Skateboarders United, build a safe and appropriate place to practice and to play. And we're here now with Mike and Judy Doyle to tell us more about it. Welcome to the Morning Blend, you guys.
Great to see you.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Tosa Skatepark, which is located in Hart Park. Give us the background.
Do you want to start?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it was really 2003 actually when this the police department, the rec department, and the Tosa Youth Council came together and decided, or they were asked the question, should there be a skate park in Wauwatosa? And the answer was overwhelmingly yes. There were literally hundreds of kids that had no place to go. It's illegal to skate in the street or on any public property. So
okay.
They organized this group with the intent of building a public skate park in Wauwatosa.
Now, your son Jack, who's your youngest son, we've talked about before on the show, passed away in 2006.
Correct.
Right? But a couple of years prior to his death, he was part of this group of neighborhood boys who skated. He was an inline skater.
Right.
A lot of his friends were skateboarders.
Correct.
But he was part of this effort and what they wanted to do to create this park, right?
Right.
Jack was someone who never had a lot of patience for anything, but this was when he joined this group of kids. He expressed interest in getting the skate park done. He knew that it was going to take a lot of time and a lot of money, and his idea was that they needed to form committees to get this done.
What were some of the obstacles standing in the way with getting, because it just opened up?
Well, right, it was 12 years in the making. We really had to do a good job of communicating with the city that this was not only a great idea for the youth, but that also it was going to be a safe place. There is not a safe place for kids to be skating. Like Mike had said, it's illegal to be skating in the streets and on public property. So we overcame that by getting involved with a lot of community events. We did the parades. We had ramp jams at a lot of the community festivals. And so by doing that and also having the kids do community service, cleaning up down in Hart Park, we've just formed a great relationship with the city so that when the park was ready to be built, we had a good coalition.
And there was the Jack Doyle Memorial Challenge grant. What was that, and how did that kind of help finally get this park created?
We struggled for a long time, as Judy mentioned, with very little funding. And initially the city was great in that they had a location for the park, but they at the time had no money in their budget for a skate park. So the entire fundraising was really on Tosa Skateboarders United, which was a pretty difficult task. And we had always had in mind that we wanted to make a significant donation, really take the money that we would have spent on Jack for college and donate that to the park. And so we had the idea of doing that, Tosa Skateboarders United doing a matching fund, and the city then matching with a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, or we called it 80-80-80 split to build roughly a $240,000 skate park.
Wow.
How do you see it benefiting the community and giving back, to have that sort of space?
Oh, it's been a tremendous benefit already, not only for the kids and the older skaters. I guess we always say skaters of all ages, kids of all ages. But it's a beautiful concrete plaza-style park, very aesthetically pleasing, really blends in nicely with the whole Hart Park area. And we've had some really neat experiences. My son was in town for Thanksgiving recently. We went down to take a look at the park. He hadn't seen it yet. And when we went there, a car pulled up and 5 or 6 elderly people in their 70s and 80s got out to watch the kids skateboard. And so they'd heard about the park and they came down to view it. And that's really something that we were looking forward to, was really the involvement of the entire city, and what a great thing for the community.
Well, the pictures that we're looking at now and the video that we just saw, it looks like this is a park that's going to get some pretty decent use. It looks like it was kind of a necessary thing when you think about kids wanting to skate and to, we want our kids to get off video games and off the computer and off their phones. Here they're doing something where they get exercise and they're socializing and they're doing something to develop some skills. I mean, that's the thing I can never get over with people who skateboard and do inline skating is how skilled they are. But it looks like you got a lot of people
Makes me so nervous.
watching
those ramps.
I mean, the extreme sports are the fastest growing sports in America. And there are literally, like we said, hundreds of kids in the area that have no place to go. You've got plenty of ball diamonds and basketball courts and football fields for the kids that participate in the mainstream sports, I guess. But there's a huge and growing number of kids that they want something different. They want a different alternative, and this gives them the place to practice the sport they love.
And do you still need donations, or do you just hope people will find out more and use it now?
Well, we're actually still fundraising. We don't have a specific target right now, but you mentioned that there are a lot of people using it, and if we're going to get one complaint, it's going to be that it's not big enough.
It's too small.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
So we've had ideas of, and the park went in with the idea that expansion would be possible. So.
It's wonderful.
What a way to honor Jack as well, and something that he loved. It's a great mission you guys have taken forth.
Thank you.
So too. Thanks to both of you for being here. Wonderful to see you. Happy holidays to both of you. And tosaskate.org is where you can find out more about this incredible.
Donate and go watch, right?
Yeah, donate, because they can even expand and go check it out and use it too if you're a boarder or skater. tosaskate.org.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thanks,
again.
guys.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you.